All right, we're going to have our first up in terms of trying to go through the topics is going to be Whitney Taylor from Team Sub. Let's see, Whitney, I'll let him introduce himself a little bit, but basically he's been with Team Sub maybe 6 months now. Well, many years with Team Sub, but in this particular position for about 6 months. I believe he owns not only the SBIR program, but he owns the Rapid Innovation Fund efforts. Any other ones that we need to alert him to?
Not to my knowledge yet.
All right. Within Team Sub, we actually have the PEO side of the house that has a lot of the money for the new work, lots of the R&D, and we have the in-service part of the business for modernization and maintenance of the in-service world. The unique part of that is Whitney manages the whole Team Sub SBIR program, and the really good news is that if you can develop something that's innovative and creative for a Ohio replacement program, you have an instant market already in the water that might be able to be accepting of these things. So that's one that's a nice little technique. If you can ride the new construction development programs, come up with a product that then gets you to an instant market of 50 or 70 submarines that are around, or surface ships as may fit. So Whitney Taylor, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. As previously stated, I'm Whitney Taylor. I'm the technology manager for PEO Submarines. I've been in the job for 6 months. Previous to that, I was in quality assurance, so this is a fairly new world for me. I'll go and get started. There are 14 topics for Team Submarine for fiscal year 2016, going everywhere from anti-fouling to electronic warfare. So I'll go into it. The program of record that is associated with the TPOC, the technical point of contact, and myself as SBR manager, contact information is provided on each slide, and I have cards today for anyone that would like to take any. So, sorry. My lovely binder is not in the order of the slideshow. So the first innovation, or the first topic, would be transition to PMS 435, which is electronic imaging. It's a digital early warning receiver for next generation submarine electronic warfare. So this topic, or this innovation, the benefit is early warning receiver is critical component in the submarine sensor suite, and is imperative that it works at all costs for the safety of the ship. My particular program office is also responsible for submarine security and survivability. So this would give you, not predictive, but it would consume all the information from the different sensors that are in the water, and compile it and give you allow you to prepare in a short amount of time for any type of conflict or threats that are coming up. And sorry, the topic author was Stephen Henry, who works out of the Naval Undersea Warfare Center in Newport, Rhode Island. And that's his contact information right there. He is usually hard to get a hold of because he's usually on travel. I would also suggest you take down the second topic author, who is also a Newark employee as well. And this is transitioning to PMS 435. The next topic would be a safe, high-density undersea power source. This is coming out of PMS 485. They deal a lot with spy war. They're out in San Diego for the most part. This would be supporting the shallow water surveillance system. You'd be in essentially an underwater battery. When you actually get the topics, they give specific requirements for what they want their capacity and output to be as far as voltage and whatnot. One of the more specific topic descriptions. And it will also be underwater, so I have to withstand sea pressure up to about 100 feet, I believe is what they would require. The TPOC, or the topic author information, are Miriam Valencia, and that's her contact information, and Marcus Specon. And keeping in mind both of them are located in San Diego, as they constantly remind me, so there's a 3-hour time difference. Again, the program of record being, for this particular project would be PMS 485. The next topic is a low-power fiber-based laser rangefinder. So this is for PMS 435. They're redesigning the masts for the future submarines. And the way they're redesigning it, the masts are going to be significantly smaller. So they need to accommodate lower power so that they don't get as hot, and to accommodate the new space requirements. The current configuration, or the sizes, is public information, to which you can go look up once you get the full topic and the dimensions. But that's the gist of what they're going for. Is this similar capability, just lower power and smaller size. The topic author is Jose Barbosa, and the second topic author is Eric Raby. They are also Newark employees up at Rhode Island, and they'll be transitioning to PMS 435. The next topic is radio frequency over fiber for the next generation of submarine electronic warfare. As you can see, electronic warfare is about 7 of the 14 topics come out of 435, and 4 of them deal with electronic warfare. So this is electronic warfare with regards to intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Right now, what they currently have, given the cost, and they want to update the state of the art, what's available now as far as RF over fiber, but they can't just because of the cost of how it is for commercials and just their budget as far as being in the government. So what they like to do is have a low cost idea as to how to implement RF over fiber into their current technology. The the topic author for this is Steve Henry out of Newark, Newport, and the second author is Jeff Carvello, also out of Newport, transitioning to PMS 435. The next topic is underwater near field high data rate non-acoustic communications. So, and this would be going to PMS 394. Unmanned vehicles are becoming a crucial part of at least the future of what the Navy intends, the direction to which they're heading. So they're going to plan on having all these different variations of unmanned vehicles collecting different bytes of data, large quantities of it, and they're looking for a non-acoustic way, preferably laser, to transfer the data back to the submarine or the host vessel to which they were released from. Transitioning program office is again PMS 394, and the topic author is Jason Stark, and the secondary author is Captain John Newton. You can take down their contact information. It's right there. Try to bother Mr. Stark as much as possible before you actually go to Captain Newton. The next topic is the reduced cost fabrication of optical Sapphire hyper hemisphere for submarine masts. So the submarine masts are outside of the pressure hull boundary of the submarine, so they see actual sea pressure. So right now the most viable material that the program office is seeing is Sapphire, but it's also fairly expensive. This is another cost reduction effort. They recommend, due to the research to date, has suggested Sapphire would be the best material to go with, but as you'll see in the full topic, that's not restrictive. If you know of a more mature, more reliable material, or have any suggestions, or think you can develop something stronger that can withstand sea pressure, more than willing to hear your pitches. Again, transitioning program office would be PMS 435. The topic author, number 1 is Jose Barbosa, and the second topic author is Eric Raby. This next topic is extremely small. I don't know how you classify extremely. High performance intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance payloads for expendable undersea payloads. So they're going for a size reduction to increase their RF capability. Size reduction of expendable device for radio frequency over fiber. Performance improvements of expendable device, broadband RF capability of expendable device, and cost reduction. So they want to take what they currently have, make it smaller and cheaper to make. The transitioning program office would be PMS 435. The primary topic author is Steve Henry, and the secondary topic author is Jeff Cavallo. When at this point, I know you already have their contact information. The next topic is advanced materials for carbon dioxide capture. This will be transitioning to PMS 397, which is our new submarine, our higher replacement class, currently under development and not in new construction yet. So they want to move toward they want to have higher capacities with which to capture CO2. Currently, they don't want to basically follow what we have now. These are going to be the big boat replacements. They would like to have lower power and higher capacity to capture CO2 than what's currently available. The TPOC, or the topic author, is Jay Smith. My name's Whitney, so her first name is Jessica. She is a woman. She's out of NAVSEA Philly, and has contact information there. And Amir Sohail is a member of 397, and he's the second topic author. And again, this is transitioning with PMS 397. The next topic is Guided Missile Submarine, SSGN, Seawater Antifouling. So this is transitioning to the in-service submarine program office, which is PMS 392. The topic author is Lieutenant Commander Ethan Fidel at NAVSEA, and the second topic author is Jeff Montgomery out of NAVSEA. Not sure how familiar you guys are with submarines, but they converted four ballistic nuclear submarines to be guided nuclear submarines, and which changes their mission and the type of operations that they may do. So what they found is, because of it also changes which ocean you operate in. So they found that the conditions of, say, if you were in the Pacific Ocean versus the Atlantic Ocean have caused this particular. For the BNs, they planned just their op cycles. Their anti-fouling is better, but with the GNs, with their new mission requirements, they grow more sea growth because they're either at sea longer and in different conditions. So you're looking for different materials. Also, keep in mind with EPA or ecological conditions, whatever you put in, you have to be safe for both the operators of the boat and the surrounding environment. There's another anti-fouling. This is for import anti-fouling, so when they go to ports and they're sitting still for large amounts of time for the Ohio class. This is for how would you do anti-fouling, say if you were docked in some port in Europe, where you have to keep in mind the ecology of the surrounding environment, but you're also only temporarily there, so you can't have something permanent. You also can't release bleach into the surrounding water. So I think one of the ideas, or I talked to Lieutenant Commander Fidel about it. One idea, he was like, well, maybe if you had some type of sonar sensor around the boat that would kill off growing life, and then when you're about to roll out, you pull the buoys back in. And the topic author for that is Lieutenant Commander Ethan Fidel, and the second topic author is Kevin Clutcher. Again, the same program office, PMS 392 for antifouling. The next is lithium battery early warning fault indication system. The transitioning program office is PMS 394. The topic author is Emily Dunnewick, and the second topic author is Robert Jorgens. They're both members of PMS 394. I know I've only been here 6 months, but in reviewing the FY15 and FY14 topics previously, a lot of them, for 394 specifically, they've concentrated on batteries, specifically lithium batteries. And now they're going on to, as those SBIRs move on and become phase 3s and come to fruition, they want to also start concentrating on, what ways to make it safe when it actually goes into the system. So this is early warning fault indication. They're looking for anything from power to like car battery. It's about to die, or your capacitors are bad, if it's smoking, if it's overheating, just all types of warnings that would indicate your battery is about to fail or worse, blow up. And again, that'd be transitioning PMS 394. The next topic is a miniaturized electric actuation system. This is transitioning program office PMS 394. The first topic author is Jason Stark. The second is Captain John Newton. They're looking for an actuator that would actuate power distribution wise in accordance with the weight that was put on it. So small weight, small power output, big weight, bigger power output. The next topic is a modular expendable electronic warfare decoy buoy for undersea platforms. They're looking for a buoy with sensory capability, but doesn't look like a buoy, or is a decoy, doesn't look like it's attached to a submarine. It would look like a buoy, basically. The first topic author is Mr. Stephen Henry. The second topic author is Jeff Corvello, and the transitioning program office is PMS 435. The next topic is a modular tethered antennas for undersea platforms. The transitioning program office is PMS 435. The first topic author is Stephen Henry. The second is Jeff Corvello again. It's an antenna that attaches to the submarine that can poke out and receive information. And also communicate, or applications where you would have the ability to communicate and receive information with your unmanned vehicles. That's all the 14 topics for PEO sub. Again, there's far more data in the actual topics themselves, more than what the slide would provide. And also the topic authors have far more information. And if you have any trouble, you can reach out to me. When I'm at home, I can talk to technical warrant holders and whatnot, provide much more detail than right here. The next presenter.
Just one item for as a follow-up to Whitney's. There's a lot of EW things that were in there. PMS 435. They are actually utilizing Newark down code 34 in Newport, Rhode Island, to kind of develop. Maybe the better term is integrate the next generation EW systems for submarines, rather than going out and having to run a competition to get big industry. which is kind of a unique feature, which is why they have a number of lists, and that's why they typically have not had things in the SBIR topics to this level, but they've gotten some. I think Newark, because of their job that they've been given, is taking a more aggressive approach to putting topics in. And in the program office, I know I think it's Sean Watterson has done a lot to try to collect this stuff for PMS 435. So that's a little bit of the history that might go with that.